Greetings viewers, Eric the Car Guy here, also known as ETCG1 in this channel. Hello, and if it is your birthday, I want to wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Yeah, I actually sang for you on this one. Yay! And we are coming from a different location than the shop today. Yes, these are the seats, or this is the front seat out of the Fairmont. It's a little apart at the moment, but I wanted to, this is the third time I've shot this video. And I wanted to try and really get my point across in such a way to where I could make you relate and understand where I'm coming from with this. Because I know the title has probably got you thinking, scratching your head. Well, so this is where I'm at. I started making videos for YouTube back in 2009 for my Eric the Car Guy channel. And those of you that aren't familiar with that channel, I'll put a link in the description for it so you can go and check it out. When I first started on YouTube, you had to apply to become a YouTube partner so they could monetize your videos so you could make money. And that doesn't really seem to be the case now, but it took like a good year or more before YouTube finally accepted me as a partner and started putting ads on my videos so I could start to make a living. So for a few years there, especially at the beginning, I was bouncing back and forth between doing side jobs, between doing video jobs, and a very, very small amount of YouTube income. And I've built it into what it is today, which is, you know, almost 9 years later, into the EricTheCarGuy.com website, which helps a lot of people. Also my social networks and, you know, the 2 channels that I mentioned. So, and not to mention the premium member videos that I also create for the website as well. So I spend a lot of time creating video, and that's what I do to make a living. And I love it. I love it. I mean, making video to me was like the thing. You know, I always love working on cars. I'm not saying I don't love working on cars, but I love making videos even more. And making videos of working on cars was like a dream come true for me. However, as of late, in particular last fall, YouTube started changing their algorithms and things around to make it more and more difficult for long-term YouTubers such as myself to make a living. I'm sure you've seen on other channels other people making videos similar to the one I'm making here. Basically what YouTube has done is they've made it very difficult for my subscribers to even know when I put out a new video. In fact, I've been going through the comments recently because a lot of you are tired of the Fairmont project. You want it to be over. I'm milking it for all it's worth. Hardly the case. The level that I'm going to with this car and also filming at the same time takes a tremendous amount of effort. Just to put it in perspective, soon there will be, if there isn't out already, a video about the pan hard bar installation on the Fairmont. Now that video took at least 3 days of shooting, and there was kind of a break of about a week there in between because I broke that bolt on the torque arm while I was putting it together. All those suspension videos were all shot during the same time period because they all went together, and especially get that shot at the end where I'm shaking the car back and forth. So it took 3 days of shooting, and so far I have 2 full days of editing into that cut because I started out with what I call a rough cut, where I take all of my clips and lay them down in logical order, but I don't do any trimming or anything to them at that time. And when I laid down that rough cut of that video, it was 3.5 hours long. So I had 3.5 hours worth of footage of that pan hard bar. Now I went and spent another day cutting that down to 1 hour and 20 minutes. So I took 3.5 hours down to 1 hour and 20 minutes. And just to do that took an entire day. So there's 2 days of editing that I have so far. I still have more to go. In fact, I came in today and shot some pickup shots as well. It's April 14th, 2017, if you're curious. So I shot some pickup shots, which means I went back and added, you know, shot some scenes that I want to add into the edit to make the video better. It's something I do, you know, I come back in and do that. So that's a little bit more shooting on top of that. So in other words, I'll have almost a week, if not more than a week, of editing into one video for one Friday. That's a lot of time that I put into that. Now, this is what's happening with YouTube. Like I said, they're not notifying my subscribers that I've put out a video. And as a result, my views have been slowly dropping. That's not just YouTube's fault. I realize that. I realize that I've pretty much turned my channel a lot into the Fairmont project. And not all of you are into that, and I get it. And in fact, I started posting repair videos. That's what you came to expect from me. So a big part of this is my fault for changing the content like midway as I have recently. Hence the reason I started posting repair videos, mixing them in with the Fairmont videos so it wasn't Fairmont, Fairmont, Fairmont all the time. That was an effort to try to get some views back. Well, as I read through the comments to those Fairmont videos these days, people are saying all I see is Fairmont, and I say things like, that's why I started posting at least one repair video a month. Did you see the one last week or the week before? And I often get the answer no. So they're not even aware that I've been trying to accommodate those people that aren't into the Fairmont project, and I've been making extra effort on top of trying to get this car done and shooting the videos with it to give you, the audience, more of what you were looking for from me, more traditional type repair videos. But if YouTube's not notifying you and you don't know about them, all you see is what you want to see, which is, well, what you don't want to see, which is more Fairmont stuff. This affects my bottom line, quite frankly. As the views go down, so does my paycheck. Yes, I have almost 1 million subscribers on Eric the Car Guy, but some of you have probably noticed the views aren't all that great. And part of that is YouTube, and part of that is me, like I said, changing my content. So I've been trying to make adjustments, and those adjustments, as I said, trying to add in repair videos to try to accommodate those people who aren't into the Fairmont project. But also, I'm gonna have to start playing with my titles. I'm gonna have to start playing with my thumbnails to make them more clickbait-like. Now, the content of the video is still gonna be the same. I think I produce great videos. I really do, as far as lighting, as far as sound, as far as video quality, the editing, everything. I put a lot of time and effort into that. So if nothing else, even if you're not into the quote-unquote content, I think that it has value in that it's watchable. It's something that even if you don't have interest in it, you could watch it and I hope be mildly entertained. I hope my personality can carry at least some of the video. But if not that, then the effort that I put into video production as being, let's say, above and beyond most of the YouTubers you see, I make an effort. Because, like I say, I put in all this time and effort and I'm not seeing a return on that investment. Now, as a business, that is not sustainable. And that's why I need to make these changes that may be a little more drastic. And I'll be flat out honest with you. I will get to the end of the Fairmont project. I will finish this car. And I will have a stock of videos. Right now, there's more than 20 at least to go before we get to the point where I am right now. And then who knows how many before the car is running. As you saw earlier, it's kind of in pieces right now. But it should go back together a lot easier because I've done all the fitting necessary at this point. So now it's just a matter of reassembly and wiring and a roll cage and a few other. There's still plenty of work to do, but the point is, I'm gonna finish that project and then I'm gonna decide. I wanted to move on to fixing it forward and start doing that, but you know what? If I'm not getting the income from YouTube that I was getting when my views were, just a little better, I would settle for just a little better. But it's gotten to a point now where I'm nervous. I'm nervous because if this trend continues, I won't be able to sustain my business as Eric the Car Guy. And it will make it very difficult to do things like fixing it forward without like massive donations. I was hoping to, add my time and all that to it, but I don't know. As I said, I want to finish this Fairmont. I feel I owe that to you. I owe it to myself. I mean, I've been wanting to build a car like this for 25, 30 years. And finally, I'm able to do it. And I'm that close. I'm so close. The finish line is in sight. I just need to keep pushing. And I will get there. And I will give you the completion of the Fairmont. Some of you have also asked about the meetup this year. Well, last year we reached capacity here at the shop. And I just simply don't have the space to accommodate 300 plus people again, especially in the parking lot. Because I mean, this is, especially on a Saturday, this is also a place where a lot of trucks come. Not only is there a trucking company next door, but there's a couple of other independent truckers that also park in the lot out here, and they need to get in and out. And it was, honestly, there was a huge fiasco behind the scenes for the past couple of years about parking here. I don't want to have to deal with that again. So I'm thinking about, once I finish the Fairmont, going on a little tour around the country. Some of you complain that, Ohio's too far away from you. Well, this would help solve that. It would also help shake down the car. You get a chance to see it. I was thinking about doing that, but I am not going to have a meetup at the shop this year. At least I haven't planned a meetup at the shop. I've actually had viewers reach out to me, say that they'd take care of the whole thing, plan it all out and all that. Maybe in another venue. There's been a lot of talk, but nothing has been agreed on. Because really all I can think about is finishing this Fairmont. When the Fairmont is finished, I'm going to take a good long hard look at what I'm doing as Eric the Car Guy and decide where to go next. Social media is doing great, but social media is not making me a dime. And the thing that's going to make me the money is video views. But if the viewers aren't aware that I'm putting out videos or trying to put out different videos, then I'm fighting a losing battle. And it's unfortunate, but to tell you the truth, I've always planned for this. I never relied on YouTube as being my sole source of income. I have other things going on. In fact, I'm the executive producer for pull-apart videos. Not Eric the Car Guy videos, pull-apart videos. So the videos that are going to be coming out for pull-apart, I will be producing them. In fact, with Jim Hodgson as my parts remover guy from Crossthread. Great guy to work with. He's what I'm using as my talent. But that's, I mean, I like doing video. And if I get more executive producer type jobs, there'll be less Eric the Car Guy videos and more of me doing things to basically take care of my family. You know, because I got a kid with braces and they're both in band and they, you know, they're getting older and they're looking at college. So I got to take care of them. And that's what I'm focused on. I'm not, I mean, to me, where I am in this shop, I am living the dream. I am literally living the dream. Everything could stop right where it is right now and I'd be happy. But I still got to pay the rent. I still got to pay the electric. I still got other bills and stuff to pay. The website is extremely expensive for me to operate and maintain. My developer, he gets paid every month. The website itself, just the hosting is like $4,500 a year just for that part, not to mention the video hosting side of it, which is a completely separate bill. There's a lot of money that goes into the website. So the premium memberships actually help pay for that. But once again, with video views and everything down, it takes the income down to a place to where it's not so comfortable and I have to start robbing Peter to pay Paul, and there's only so long that I can do that and still maintain my business. So, letting you know as far as what direction that I'm going for the future and the things that I'm trying, we'll see how well that works. But once again, by the time I'm done with the Fairmont, if there haven't been any improvements, if I haven't found the magic whatever that I need to do to start getting my views back, I got to start thinking about doing something else. It's just business. It's got nothing to do with the fact that I don't want to do YouTube videos anymore, because I do. But to be flat out honest, YouTube is screwing me. And a lot of other people like us that do this for a living. And that's the bottom line. But they're Google, so they don't have to care about us at all. Anyway, food for thought. Hope I didn't depress you too much, and I've got other videos to shoot. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching. If you have automotive questions, there's always EricTheCarGuy.com, which is where I ask that you go. Otherwise, you know, hey, be safe, have fun, stay dirty. I'll see you next time.